Good morning. We are now in Ketchikan, but this video we're going to show a little bit of Juneau as well. We were in Juneau yesterday, the capital of Alaska, and things did not go quite according to plan, and that's to be expected. Things happen on a cruise. There's so many different variables. Sometimes you may not even make it to a port. Sometimes weather may interrupt some of your plans, and that's okay. But we did get to Juneau. We knew it was going to be the worst of the weather for the sailing, and it was better than expected when we docked. It was not raining like the forecast said it would be. We had a helicopter tour that took us up to a glacier to dog sled, which we did do 8 years ago. It was incredible, and we wanted to do it again. We were trying a different glacier. My mom injured herself the last time we were in Alaska, so she wanted a do-over, and of course Amanda was not there before to get to experience it herself. So we were going to do that again. We got to the heliport. We did get in the helicopter. We got some incredible views of Juneau from the helicopter, and once we approached the dog camp, the ceiling of the sky, the cloud coverage was too low for the helicopter to safely land, let us do the dog sledding, and get us back. So we did have to turn around. We did not get to land on the glacier or do the dog sledding. So yeah, it was of course a disappointment, but it was very understandable. They were doing it to keep us safe. So we still got a very cool helicopter tour. They did take care of us. And then we got to explore Juneau a bit. Now, I didn't film around the town a lot. It was pretty much just all shopping. And one thing to know for sure is in Alaska, so far at both Skagway and Juneau, most of the stores do ask you to not photograph or film at all. And that's because they have a lot of indigenous artists have their merchandise for sale. It's a lot of local art, so you're not allowed to film or take pictures in the majority of the stores here. So I just haven't been filming much, just to make sure I'm following all the rules, and sometimes the signs are more hidden than others, so I don't want to take that risk filming in a store that may not want me to. So not a ton to show from walking around Juneau, but I did at least film the helicopter portion. Again, it's not as much footage as we had hoped, since we also were expecting to dog sled, but I can at least show what that was like. After the end of our journey to Juneau, there was also the Shimmering Soiree. That is the 25th anniversary little party that they are throwing on every sailing, no matter what ship you are on, during the 25th anniversary. They give out free drinks, and then all the characters come out in their costumes, and they they take photos. Now, it was not as organized as I had hoped. Usually when they do the final night of the trip, they have the characters come out and do a little farewell show, and they take their final photos. It's more organized. They usually line up. Now, I don't know if that's because we're on the smaller ship right now, on the Wonder, so I don't know how the Shimmering Soiree will work on the Dream, Fantasy, and Wish. We will unfortunately not be on any of those ships during the 25th. We will be on the Magic later this summer, but I can tell you from the Wonder, and again, this was the first 25th sailing, so maybe it will improve over time, but it was not very organized. We did have a great view of the little show, which was great, but then they just kind of dispersed into the crowd, and it was absolutely impossible to get any photos with the characters, as well as we didn't even get a drink. Like, we couldn't find the people that were passing out the drinks, which is fine. We are concierge, so we get the drinks from the lounge, so it was not a huge deal. It was just very chaotic, so not a huge success, but hopefully we'll still be able to see the characters in their 25th costumes throughout the rest of the sailing. But that kind of wrapped up our day yesterday in Juneau. We are back on board after our day at Juneau, and now it's time for Frozen the Musical in the Walt Disney Theater. And one of the perks of concierge that we didn't talk about when we saw the Golden Mickeys is that we can meet here at Crown and Fin Pub, and right before showtime they do escort you back through this hallway over here to the back door of the theater. They give you some popcorn and some water, and you get first dibs to pick your seat. So it is time to head in for showtime, and then the 25th anniversary Shimmering Sea Soiree is right afterwards, so we'll hopefully meet some characters in their 25th outfits. We have our seats for Frozen. We are in the first row of the back half, so we have a nice open aisle in front of us with lots of legroom, but you can see just how empty the theater is. So another perk of concierge that we were not offered like years ago when we did this on the Dreams. I don't know if this is a new thing across the fleet or just something that the Magic and Wonder do, but you do get first dibs every night for showtime. You can sit wherever you want and then have your free popcorn and water. Frozen is over. It is now almost time for the Shimmering Soiree, which has never happened on the Disney Wonder before, so I don't know where exactly characters are going to emerge from. I don't know who will be out, what's going to happen, but I'm assuming they're going to come down the steps. So hopefully this is a good spot.
Disney Wonder, please welcome to the atrium your cruise director, Trent!
Thank you very much. We'll all be atrium of the Disney Wonder. How's everybody feeling tonight? Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight as we commemorate 25 years of sailing together. Can you believe it, right? We want to say it's absolutely our privilege to have you along to commemorate the sailing of our 25 years across the Shimmering Seas. Now, Captain Thorne is with me tonight. Captain, come on up. You got to admit, Captain, it is lovely to have our honored guest here with us tonight. But we couldn't have done this without the incredible crew of the Disney Wonder, am I right?
Absolutely. Well, on behalf of Disney and Cruise Line cast and crew member, past, present, and another future, to all of you, thank you for being part of this. Have a great day.
Thank you, round of applause to Captain Phil, everybody. We have a bright future, everybody, here at Disney Cruise Line, and it's part of you who've been part of our 25 years together. Thanks for helping us create those cherished memories that are going to last a lifetime as we sail the Shimmering Seas together, everybody. right? What do you think? Yeah? Enjoy the remainder of your cruise. Thanks, everybody. Here we go.
And now we are here in Ketchikan. So it was a later arrival. We did get breakfast ordered into our suite. So I will give a quick little look at what breakfast looked like. And then we will be getting off. We do have another excursion today. It is the Rainforest Sanctuary, I believe. So we'll be taking about a 30-minute bus ride to a rainforest outside of Ketchikan, where there's a chance to see wildlife. There should be some totem poles and some cool stuff to look at. And then maybe we'll walk around a little bit afterwards. We'll see how much there is to do. If I remember correctly, I think Ketchikan, kind of similar to Skagway, is another smaller port. And then we'll get back on board. So hopefully we'll be able to maybe show the stores today. The problem with the past few days is that a lot of the all aboard times have been pretty late into the evening, basically right when we're going to dinner. So then the stores are only open for like 2 hours afterwards. So there's been very limited time that the stores have been open after those first 2 days at sea. So if I can't show the stores tonight, if there's not enough time, I will show them tomorrow on our day at sea, since they will be open all day. So I will definitely show the merchandise for all of the Alaska offerings, as well as whatever's left from the 25th. There were a couple things that we never even saw because they sold out so quickly on the first day. But I will show our breakfast now. I will also show a clip of the Disney Cruise Line 25th anniversary sailing or floating ship speaker that we did order from guest services through the concierge lounge, which is a really cool, unique piece of merchandise. So I'll show that, and then we'll be getting off and exploring Ketchikan's rainforests. This morning we ordered breakfast in the room since we are arriving at port a little bit later. So I want to show what that looks like. I got an omelet. Jaden got some sausage. Jaden and my dad both got bagels, so they have their lox there, and the bagels are on the plate here in the center. We got a side of bacon that a bunch of us are sharing. Amanda has some eggs, bacon, and sausage. Another omelet over there. So they delivered it to the stateroom, and now we don't have to go up to cabanas or anything. We can eat everything in here. I did want to show a more unique piece of 25th anniversary merchandise. Now, this did get delivered to our cabin late last night. It was not available in the store when we were there on the first day of the sailing, but we did have to request these through concierge, who reached out to guest services for us, and there were only 12 total on this sailing, so they are very limited. I believe there's 2,500 total across the entire fleet, so if you're on one of the upcoming sailings, it is definitely worth asking at guest services if they have this. I don't know how long they're going to last, but this is a floating 25th anniversary Disney Cruise Line portable wireless speaker. It does come on this silver base here that does have Mickey ears, and this will float in a pool or the tub or the ocean or whatever. It does come with a little 25th anniversary carrying bag with that logo again in the teal color scheme, and it does have the 25th logo there on the side of the ship. So it does light up when you turn it on. I have not paired it to my phone yet, but you have all the controls on the top. Of course, you have the iconic Disney smokestacks, and it does change colors while it's playing music, so it looks awesome. This is one of the more unique pieces of cruise line merchandise that I really wanted to have, so I'm very happy that they had it on this sailing so that we were able to get one. But I did want to show it just in case you are on one of the upcoming sailings. It's worth asking if these are still available, if it's something that you're interested in getting. It was $120, and again, just a really cool, unique piece of merchandise. I do know other cruise lines have something similar. This is the first time that Disney has offered it, so I don't know if they're going to offer, a generic non-25th anniversary one in the future if it proves to be popular. But so far, this is the only one Disney has sold. Again, it is limited edition, but I just wanted to show this off because it's pretty cool looking.
You guys are like not into this at all.
I do want to quickly show a brief overview of the concierge lounge. I'm going to make sure I don't get anyone in the video, so I may only show some key parts of it. But here's a view looking down at the adult deck. So we're up above. There is a sun deck directly above the lounge as well that is private for concierge, so I might quickly run up there. But we can see kind of a quick overview of the seating area, all different nice chairs, sofas, and such, all with those glass windows looking outside. Got a counter with all different types of food, a fridge back there with sodas, waters, juices, milk, really fancy coffee maker that has a really good macchiato that I've been getting every single day, and they do rotate the food about every 4 hours. Also seating on the other side as well. There's multiple entrances that you can tap into as long as you have a concierge room key, and we are currently leaving Ketchikan. So one entrance right here by the funnel, one on the opposite side, and then one from the midship elevators. Another look at the fancy coffee maker. I did want to show on our final day on the Disney Wonder what the concierge deck looks like. So you got this staircase directly out from the lounge, or you can come from the pool deck through that gate. Lots of seating overlooking the adult pool. All kinds of nice cushioned chairs. It's especially nice to have this deck up here for the Alaskan sailing, with all the great views from up here. They have had sunscreen sitting out that you can use, as well as a cooler full of drinks. We are back in Animator's Palette. We are doing our drawings for the animation show. I drew Tony. He looks meh, but the thought counts. I have been identified as the one who eats all of the dip with the bread, so they gave extra. It's the sun-dried tomato dip, my favorite. And here's a look at today's bread.
Be back later, but right now, we invite you to sit back and relax as the dining room proudly presents
your dinner. Be our guest. Be our guest. Put our service to the test. Tie your napkin around your neck, Sherry, and we provide the rest. Soup du jour, hors d'oeuvre. Why, we only live to serve. Try the gray stuff, it's delicious. Don't believe me? Ask the dishes.
Here's tonight's first appetizer. I got the chicken satay. Amanda got the caprese salad. A bunch of us at the table got this, so here's a look at that. Excited to try it. Next up, I have the white cheddar and broccolini soup. And then my dad got the lobster bisque. Here's a look at the entree. We got the chicken schnitzel. I've had this on other sailings. It comes with a potato covered with some onions, some green beans. 3 of us at the table got that, and then 2 of us got the salmon, which looks like it's on some mashed potatoes. Don't know what else is on there, but it is salmon. Thank you.
Oh, there's my girl. There's Jeff.
Which one?
What?
Which one?
The one on the right.
For dessert, I got the celebration cake. Amanda got that as well. And then the rest of the desserts at the table are all the strawberries and cream. After tonight's dinner, we did come to the Cadillac Lounge. We've already been here once on this sailing. It is probably our favorite of the lounges, All the Wonder. It's very dark in here, but it's got really cool Cadillac theming. If you can kind of see the headlights behind the bar there. All of the tables are little Cadillac tires. We did already order our drinks. Amanda's been getting the Jubilee by the Sea, which is the 25th anniversary drink, at all of the bars to compare them, and she said so far Cadillac Lounge has the best one. I'm trying a new drink tonight, which Jaden had before. It is the signature drink for this lounge, the Pink Cadillac. So I'll hopefully remember to show those when they come out. Here is a look at the drinks. I got the pink Cadillac, which I know has Moe ice in it. I'm not sure what else, but it did come with a matching macaron. Then Amanda and my dad both got the Jubilee by the Sea, which is the 25th anniversary drink, so they got the fancy coasters with the 25th logo down there. Jaden got the Appletini. Don't know what's in there. He should have been cut off by now, but he's having more. And then my mom got something. Champagne. Don't know what it's called, but it's champagne. And yeah, I'm excited. Jaden got the pink Cadillac. I tried it, it was good, so today I got it for myself. Good morning from our final day at sea, and we are starting the day off strong with Palo brunch brought to the cabin. So we did do it on our first day at sea. If you already saw that video, this food will probably all looks very similar. We basically got the same stuff again that we know we like, but because we're in the suite and we don't typically have this, we figured we will take advantage of having this big dining table, and they delivered Palo straight to our room. So we're gonna have way more food than we probably need, and then we'll start exploring the ship after we eat. After watching the dance party, I believe there's an open house here at the Oceaneer Club, so we're gonna check it out. So here's a look at the Wonders Oceaneer Club. They do have a Marvel section, Superhero Academy. Alright, we did want to film the stores because we haven't done that yet. Now, I'm not going to show every single item, but I'll try to highlight what's new. So first is Mickey's main sale. A lot is stuff we've seen before, but they do of course have the Wonder Spirit jersey. Wonder ship model, of course both specific to the Wonder. You can I was gonna say you can sometimes find the ship model on other ships, but I don't believe that's true. All your typical pirates stuff, even though there is no pirate night for the Alaska sailings. All the normal cruise line plush, nothing new there. I don't see Captain Duffy though, which is unfortunate. The other ships usually have Duffy. We've got some 2023 Where Magic Meets the Sea, Cruising Through Life. Some of these I believe are new. I don't think we saw all of the 2023 stuff in January, but I could be wrong. That's just Disney Parks. Same Junie that they've had for a while now. We've seen that collection. Now what's weird is I had a t-shirt from this collection. I have that rain jacket. I have a t-shirt from the Dream, and oh, there it is. I was gonna say I have one on the Dream and the Wish, and I didn't see the Wonders. There it is, full of wonder. Maybe I'll get that. I have the other two. They also have this new button down that I really like. Thought this is cool.
You're gonna buy this for me? Oh wait, okay.
Got some new ears, Captain Minnie and Captain Mickey, matching rugby. So I really like this new style. I love this button down. Very tempted by that. So that's a new collection that I don't recall seeing on the Wish. Then we've got the 25th section, which they don't have much. Got a pin. We got this nice Nike polo shirt. And then we have the Spirit jersey. Now, they do have the Spirit jersey, but in extra small only. It was kind of restocked throughout the sailing. The pin is readily available, but no ears, no lounge fly. Those sold out instantly.
Always have that sign that says limit 2 per guest.
Yeah. Then we have some of the Alaska collection. The rest is across in the other store, so I'll show the rest. But we've got this zip-up Spirit jersey. It is Spirit jersey brand. It says Alaska on the back. Very soft. And then we have this jacket, which is what I'm currently wearing. It's buffalo plaid, just says Alaska right there on the front with this cruise logo. Otherwise it's plain, so very subtle. And then we've got the mini plush. There's a matching Mickey one. I'll see if it's in the other store or if they sold out, but it's both of them in their Alaskan outfits. Alright, we're now across in the other store. Got this cool vest. I did really like this cup, but I did get the 25th one. I don't actually know if I showed it, but they do have a tumbler that they sell up on deck for the 25th. And I did get this hat because it matches the jacket I got. Disney Wonder on the side. Little Disney Cruise logo on the back. They do sell matching hat, scarf, and gloves that are Cruise Line branded. And I got an Alaska shirt. And then we got a quarter zip right there. Same logo. And a kid's jacket. Got this women's shirt. I think it's women's. It looks like it's adult sizing. And they have some Healy Hansen jackets. Now they're not Disney Cruise Line, but they do have Mickey on them. And I got this really fun ornament. It says Alaska on it with the Disney cruise ship. Disney Wonder. Say 2023 on that? No. Not the... okay, it says a very small 2023. They have a postcard and a magnet. It's like a wood magnet. Greetings from Alaska. More of these fuzzy jackets. And then one more shirt with Donald. Everything else I believe we saw in the other store as far as the Alaska stuff. And I do have some other new cruise stuff. This is Tommy Bahama. I don't think it's Disney at all. But
You have one.
got this rainbow striped Spirit jersey. This new collection, Good Vibes. Got a little trinket tray. Polo shirt. Lots of new clothing in here. Another polo shirt. Lots of teal clothing even though they're not 25th branded. They do have the Mickey in stock. Now here's the Wonder shirt. Each ship usually sells one shirt that matches just like this one. So they do have that as well, with of course the Spirit jersey. Got this collection that almost kind of reminds me of the Riviera with dress, shirts for kids and adults, and a pet bandana. This is a new Spirit jersey as well. Kind of like a yellowish cream color. And then I believe this is another new Spirit jersey with more colorful stripes. Got some pajama pants. Plain blue jacket there. It's pretty puffy. Got one of the swim Spirit jerseys. And then it looks like another new magnet. So I believe that's pretty much the bulk of what's new that we did not see back in January on the Wish, which is actually quite a bit considering we were on a ship pretty recently, so there's a good amount of new stuff. The final stuff that I forgot to show is the new jewelry. So this is for the 25th. So they've got his 25th branded. There's this is a, what do you think, is that a necklace or a bracelet?
I think it's a necklace.
With matching earrings, all in that teal color scheme. And there were some other, here's the other necklace.
Wait.
The best.
Period.
And we got two 25th necklaces. One's just a ship. Other one is in the shape of Mickey with some little cruise icons. And I believe it does say 25 on the back of the ship. And then the last thing, for real this time, we have a Wonder Pandora charm. And then we've got the new 25th anniversary set, which Amanda did get. They are double-sided. But they have Mickey Minnie on one side, and the other side I believe is like a ship wheel and an anchor. But yeah, lots and lots of cruise charms now. They've got those as well. It is almost showtime. Tonight we're seeing Disney Dreams, a show that I remember absolutely loving the last time we were on the Magic and the Wonder. But before that, I wanted to stop into the Oceaneer Lab and do a quick little walkthrough of this now that they have an open house. Of course, the Oceaneer Club and Lab are both named after Mary Oceaneer, who is a member of SEA, Society Explorers and Adventurers. So here is Mary and her parrot Duncan at Castaway Cay. You can see Duncan in animatronic form at Typhoon Lagoon. He is at the lift hill of Misadventure Falls. There's the diving suit. There they are diving. Now this says Salties, so I'm not sure if there's a name discrepancy on the parrot, but I know for sure the parrot's name is Duncan at Typhoon Lagoon. Now the Wonder does predate Misadventure Falls, so there's possible that there was a name change, but I love how there's so many references to Mary Oceaneer here in the lounge. So many different paintings of Mary on her different adventures. The inaugural Pirate Night. Yeah, so apparently this bird's name is Salty. So I don't know if Salty was replaced by Duncan, or if it's just a name change and it's meant to be the same bird. But that is Mary Oceaneer's parrot. Here on all of the craft tables throughout the lab, you'll see a map of the world, and of course, the SEA logo.
Hello. Alright, come on in. Be sure to wash those hands, please.
Some Hong Kong Disneyland, some Tokyo Disney Sea. All kinds of sea props in here. And then most importantly, we've got the portrait of the SEA members. So we've got Harrison Hightower, we've got Henry Mystic, we have Mary Oceaneer. All different kinds of members. I'm not sure if the other ones are specifically from attractions that we know of. I don't see Amelia Falconeer. Not seeing the Big Thunder Mountain member. One of them is likely Albert Falls. Not sure which one in the center. But there they are. And that is going to be it for the remainder of our Alaskan cruise. It's been a little bit since we released the first two videos, so if you haven't seen the remainder of our cruise prior to this video, they are up and live, so you can go check that out now. But we are finally getting up to the final component of our trip. We wanted to give it some time to think about, the trip, reflect on it, as well as see what's been going on with the Alaskan cruises that followed ours, just to see if things have been changing at all. Sorry if there's some background noise, my dog's eating a bone. But we could definitely tell we were on the first 25th sailing. Some things had not been perfected yet. They were still working on kind of tweaking how some of those events worked, which is good to see, because the Shimmering Sea soiree was definitely a little rough, and we now kind of know what to expect when we go back on a 25th sailing. and we'll probably stay up on the balcony since we've got our up close view of the show, and we'll just kind of hang back and not be in the middle of the mob because it was a little chaotic. But overall, the Alaska cruise was phenomenal, just like it was the first time I went. So if you are ever debating an Alaskan cruise, absolutely do it. It is by far my favorite cruise I've ever been on out of all of the sailings we have done. I've only sailed with Disney, but we've done all of the ships, we've done all different itineraries, and Alaska is hands down my favorite. So can't go wrong with an Alaskan cruise. The only thing I will say that definitely felt a little different than the first time I went to Alaska is over the years the Wonder and the Magic have gone under dry dock, and they added additional concierge rooms to the ship. The last time I was on the Wonder, we didn't stay concierge. There was no concierge lounge. So all that has changed. But with that, concierge, of course, always gets first dibs on excursions and activities, etc. So due to there being more concierge rooms now, from what I've heard, it's very hard to get the more popular excursions if you're not concierge. So we did, being concierge, we were able to book the dog sledding, which unfortunately was canceled due to weather. But I've heard it's very hard to get if you're not concierge. So that's definitely unfortunate. And something to keep in mind is if you really want a specific excursion, you got to be on it, trying to get it, and hope that concierge has not taken it, since some of them are pretty limited on the number of people they can fit. But other than that, all the ports that we went to were great. We loved all the excursions we did, especially the rainforest one at the end was kind of a last minute change and ended up being very cool. So everything we did, I would definitely recommend. We had a great time on each and every one of them. We, of course, had a phenomenal time on the ship as always. Good food, great service, and being concierge for the first time in many, many years, we had a phenomenal concierge team as well. And all three of the kind of concierge liaisons, as well as all of the other crew that worked in the concierge lounge, the bartenders, just everyone we interacted with was great. So we had a phenomenal time. It really did make the cruise extra special. So I'm very grateful that we got the opportunity to be concierge. We got to stay in a royal suite, which I never thought I would get to see. And we got to celebrate my dad's birthday with a really great trip. So we had a phenomenal time. I definitely hope we'll be back to Alaska on a cruise again at some point in time. Of course, no plans to return yet, but hopefully someday. But if you are interested in more Disney cruise vlogs, there are more on the way, of course. We actually have many upcoming cruises booked over the next year. The next one being later this summer, we will be on the Magic. So that'll be our second 25th anniversary sailing. We will be able to see, what has changed since we were on the Wonder's first 25th sailing. I know there's been some additional merchandise. We didn't get to see everything. I will say there's not a ton for the 25th, but we didn't get to try the shimmering soirees, drinks. We didn't get to see all the characters in their 25th costumes for photos, different stuff like that we'll definitely try to do on the Magic. It will be a Caribbean sailing, so we'll probably spend more time on the ship than we did on the Alaskan sailing. We will be concierge again. We are using our second discount we got from when the Wish's inaugural season was delayed. So we were on one of the first sailings on the Wish when the ship was not ready in time. So we got some big discounts that we could apply to the Alaskan sailing and our sailing on the Magic. So we'll get to compare what the suites look like on the Magic to the suite we were just on the Wonder, which will be great because probably won't be on those suites again anytime soon. So we'll definitely appreciate having another opportunity to see one before we are back on the Wish this fall for a Halloween on the High Seas sailing back in like a standard family veranda room. So lots of cool content coming up soon from a cruise perspective with the Magic, our final 25th sailing, then Halloween on the Wish, and Very Merry on the Dream. And I've never been on a Maritime cruise before, so I'm really excited for that because the Dream's my favorite and it'll be something new to try. So definitely subscribe if you are interested in seeing more Disney Cruise Line content, and we'll have some other stuff coming up in the future as well. We're not releasing stuff as frequently because we've not really been doing long park days with the summer heat coming in, but we will. I do have a quick Discovery Cove update video that's going to be coming up right after this. We will be going to Vero Beach for my birthday, so we'll do a video from Vero Beach again,
And if there's anything exciting coming up throughout the summer, anything notable that's happening in the parks, we'll definitely share it. But we have been not in the parks as much as we are in the winter months. So keep an eye out for any future update videos. We'll definitely be keeping them coming throughout the rest of this year, especially from a cruise perspective. And give this video a like if you enjoyed our Alaskan cruise. We had such a great time, and I'm glad we got to share a little bit of it with all of you. That's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching, and we will see you guys the next time we go to Disney and beyond.